Good evening. This is the Dean of all things spicy with Conjured Vaporz peppers, and I'm here to do a pepper review. So this is a vicious yellow. So vicious yellow came from Project Vicious, which was created by the late Bill Beckham. It was grown out by Jeff Hobbs. So I got Project Vicious seeds 2 years ago. Yeah, this is my third year growing them. And I got red, yellow, peach, and white. This is the yellow variant. Vicious yellow. So we'll use handy dandy. Break her open and see what she looks like on the inside. How's everybody doing today? How was your weekend? Smells like a chinense. That's the inside of the vicious yellow. Mine was good. It was busy, but it was good. Once again, vicious yellow. Cheers. As you can see, it's quite thin-walled. So for a yellow, that actually had decent heat. It's still climbing, so I can't tell you exactly where it is just yet. But I can tell you the burn is focused mostly in the front of my tongue, a little bit on my lips, a little bit on the roof of my mouth. I remember eating these last year, remembering that for a yellow they were hot. As soon as it gets to the peak, I'll tell you where I think it is. Now my tolerance is extremely high right now, so I don't know that I ever give you an accurate Scoville heat unit. I'm just telling you how my body reacts to a certain Scoville heat unit that it should be at. So like, you know, a 7-pot Primo is 1.7 million Scoville heat units. I know how a 7-pot Primo affects my body, right? So a Scorpion is 1.3 million Scoville heat units. So I know how that affects my body. A ghost pepper is right around 1,000,000. I know how that affects my body. So I go based on those peppers and how each one of those peppers affects my body. So then I can tell you with other peppers that they should be approximately that many Scoville heat units. But with my tolerance being very high right now, I'm probably going to estimate pods lower than they are. So this pod, I think, is peaked. The flavor, citrusy throughout. It did have a tiny, tiny bit of floral and a tiny, tiny bit of bitterness at the back end, but only at the very back end. It was a really tasty pod all the way through. I'm thinking right around 1.4 million Scoville heat units. My eyes are slightly watery, but no tears have fallen. My nose is a little runny. The burn has started to migrate towards the back of my mouth. It hasn't gotten to my throat yet, but it is in the process of migrating backwards. Yeah, I'm going to say about 1.4 million Scoville heat units. Not quite 1.5. Maybe close. Anyway, that was the Vicious Yellow, created by Bill Beckham and grown out by Jeff Hobbs. So, great pepper. If you can get a chance to get your hand on some Project Vicious seeds, do it. The peach is actually one of my favorites. I'll be reviewing that one shortly. But this yellow is not bad. It's a tasty pod. I even like the white of this one. And I don't tend to like white pods very much because they're just kind of flavorless. But I remember from last year that the white actually had flavor. I didn't grow the white this year, unless one of my others pops a white, which is possible. Anyway, this is the Dean of all things spicy with Conjured Vaporz peppers. I hope you all have an absolutely beautiful night. I'm out.